Overhead, in the Paris sky, two airplanes fought it out one day, and one was red and one was black, and all the while in the zenith flamed the everlasting sun airplane, and one of them was my whole youth, the other was my days to come. The fury of their flight was like the archangels with radiant wings, the day he fought with Lucifer. Set the sum against the problem thus, and the night thus against the day. Thus what I love makes its attack upon my love. Thus a great storm tears up the roots of a crying tree. There is such sweetness everywhere. Paris, like a waking girl, rises languid from her sleep, shakes out the long coils of her hair, singing, and what she sings is fair. My youth has fallen, where is it now? See, all my future is in flames. Let the whole world hear me today, when I pronounce that now, at last, prophecy is an art newborn. You will find men who stand like hills, towering from the run of men, seeing the distant future's shape better than what surrounds them now, clearer than what is past and gone. Adornment of roadways and of times, passing and lasting without stay. Let us give the serpents leave to hiss vainly against the southern wind. The Scilly and the wave are gone. Schedule of days, if our machines should set themselves to think at last, waves of gold would comb and break on stretches of a jewelled shore. The foam would be a womb once more. An eagle's pitch is less than man's. Man's is the joy that the sea knows. He frees himself in the upper air from shadows and the muzzying blues, and so the spirit regains the dream. This is the time of sorcery. It's ours again. Prepare to see 1,000 million prodigies beyond the scope of myth itself, since none has yet imagined yet the inner depths of consciousness. Tomorrow they will be explored. Who knows what living entities will be drawn up from that abyss? What new and whole cosmologies? Prophets rising up to speak on the blue line of the distant hills will know the certitude of things that learned men pretend to know, and they will carry us where they will. Desire is the greatest force. Come, let me kiss you on the brow. Ah, you are light as a tongue of flame, all of whose suffering you know, all of whose fervour burning bright. The time will come when we shall know all that's to know of suffering, an age neither of taking heart nor of letting what we cherish go, nor of doing all that we can do. In man himself we shall seek out more than was ever sought before, and we shall weigh with no machines or instruments the will of man, and the drive engendered by that will. And even those who most would help are wrong in their ministering to us, since the times that made us one. Nothing is ended, nothing's begun. Look, on your finger, there's a ring. Time of deserts and crossroads, time of hills and of city squares, I am here for a stroll or two, where a talisman enacts his role, dead and more subtle than life itself. At last I've set myself apart from every natural concern. Die I may, but I cannot sin, and whatever any man has touched, my hands have touched, my hands have felt. I have investigated unimagined things, and many times I have taken the very weight of life unweighable, and now I can perish with a smile. How often I have soared so high that everything disappeared. Goodbye, bizarre arrears, ghosts, goodbye. Then how shall I be imposed upon by a small boy's pantomime of fear? Farewell, my youth, jasmine of time, I have breathed that fresh perfume at Rome upon the floral floats, gay with masks and tinkling bells, and the bright wreaths of carnival. Pure Christmas farewell now, my youth, when all life was a single star, and I could see it mirrored in the Mediterranean water far, pearlier than a meteor, downy as an archangelical nest with a garland made of clouds, brighter than halos are, and all splendours and emanating fires, single sweetness, harmonies. But now I make a halt to watch upon the incandescent grass a straying snake, and it is I. I am the flute I play upon, I am the whip I lash. There is a time for suffering, there is a time for goodness too. My youth, farewell. The time has come to know what it is the future holds, to know and not to die of it. This is the time of burning grace, when only a man's will can act. 7 years of tests beyond belief will bring him back to his true self, more pure, more wise, and more alive. He will discover worlds beyond. Now his mind shrivels like those flowers that bring to birth delicious fruits, and we shall see them ripening upon the hill in the thick sun. I sing of very life, and I alone am fit to sing this song. My music falls like scattered seed. You are the singers, be still. You shall not mingle your tares with my wheat. A vessel came into the port, a great ship, fine with all her flags. On her we found no one at all, but a woman. She was rosy fair, and she lay murdered at our feet. I was begging another time, and all they gave me was a flame that burnt me to the lips. I could not say a single word of thanks. Torch that nothing can put out. And where are you, dear friend of mine, withdrawn so deep into yourself that only a pit was left behind for me to hurl myself into, down to the neutral shades below? I hear my footsteps coming back along those pathways that no foot has ever taken. I hear my steps always passing there below, slow or swift as they come and go. Winter, you with your whiskered chin, it's snowing, I am out of sorts. I have traversed a glory of skies, where human life is music and the sun is too white for my eyes. Become familiar, as I have, with the wonders that I proclaim, the goodness that is to prevail, the suffering that I endure. Then you will know what is to come. From suffering with goodness joined, a purer beauty shall be born than any beauty found before. In balanced counterweight of forms, snow falls, I shudder and I burn. Here at my table I write down whatever it may be I have felt, whatever I have sung up there, a thrusting tree that sways against the wind and its light streaming hair. A silk hat on the tablecloth, in a jumble of fruit, the gloves lie dead. Beside an apple, a lady cranes her neck to see the gentleman, stands next to her and engulfs himself. The dance whirls on at the back of time. I have killed the handsome bandleader, and for pleasure of my friends I peel an orange, now whose taste is a marvel of fireworks in the sky. They are all dead. The head waiter comes and pours them an unreal champagne that bubbles as though it were a snail, or as though it were a poet's brain. A rose was singing all the while. The slave raises a naked sword like rivers and their springing wells, and every time he lowers it, the guts of a universe are drawn. A new world issues forth from it. The chauffeur hangs onto the wheel, and every time along the road he honks at a corner there beyond, just at the edge of his eye's reach, a virgin universe recedes. Third on the programme's the lady who takes the elevator up. Up she goes forever, up, and light streams round about her, and she stands transfigured in that light. But these are minor secrets. There are others you'll find more profound, to be disclosed in a little while, and they will cut you through and through with a thought forever unparalleled. Weep then, and weep again. What thought the moon is full tonight, or only crescent in the sky? Ah, weep and weep and weep again. We have laughed so long in the sunlight. Arms of gold support this life. The golden secret must be pierced. There's nothing but a rapid flame touched by a rose adorably, and all the fragrance of the rose.